Hello and welcome to this edition of 101 with Montgomery County Executive Isiah Leggett. I'm Lorna Virgili and thank you for watching. Hello, Mr. Leggett, how are you?
Delighted to be back.
Can you believe a month went by already so
right.
quickly, and it's almost summertime.
That's
So
right.
it's a happy season in Montgomery County, but we got to get ready for some stuff, right?
That's right.
Okay, so let's get started with the FY18 operating budget and the fact that County Council finally approved it. It will start on July 1st. $5.44 billion, and you said to be content about the fact, and you congratulated County Council and President Roger Berliner on passing your budget.
Yeah, I think Roger Berliner and the council did a wonderful job of a budget. Certainly when you have a legislative and an executive branch, there are always differences. But I think the differences were relatively minor. We both
Define
took
minor.
There was not much changes from my original budget. That's my very little. There are always differences, and I wanted to take a level of caution to this budget, and I think they followed that and made a few additions, but nowhere near what was originally anticipated, because we are concerned, both are concerned. Roger and I have talked repeatedly about the challenges that we face as it relates to the federal government, the challenge we face at the state level, and we still have not totally emerged from the challenges of the very difficult recession that we had a few years ago. So we want to take a careful, cautious approach to make certain that we provide the reserves that we need in our budget in order to prepare us to deal with any downturns that we may see in the foreseeable future.
Pretty much this is done, and this new budget will be underway in the month of July. However, you never stop working on the budget. You probably started on the next one, FY19. What are some of the challenges for the following fiscal year?
Well, first of all, the overall challenge is not enough money given the budgetary concerns we have at the federal level. Keep in mind that Montgomery County has somewhere in the neighborhood of 48,000 residents who are employees of the federal government. And so if you change their status, their pay, it therefore reflects in our tax revenues here in the county. There are some challenges at the state level as well. And so overall, it is basically the financial challenges of the budget. But when you look at it, we still need to respond to our growth in our educational system, 2,500 or so students every year, needs for additional space, renovating space that we already have. Clearly, transportation is at the top of that list. So I would say budgetary overall, transportation and schools remain at the top of that list.
The county recently received a recognition for excellence in financial reporting, so that's really good news, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. I think we've done a wonderful job in financial reporting. We could always do better, and we continue to try to be transparent. Some of the things that we put in place many years ago, from 311 to our systems of county stats, to our outside and internal auditing procedures, all, I think, received the Good House stamp of approval. Keep in mind that we are, in fact, a AAA bond-rated county from the three major rating agencies, Moody's, Standard & Poor's, Fitch in New York. That's a good sign that the county is managed financially very well. We came through the recession and the difficulties we experienced there, I think, probably better than most jurisdictions, but we continue to struggle on a few areas, but we will continue to work on that. In addition to the financial standing report, the county has received, I think, 32 NACO awards for the very good, efficient, effective operation of our government. Our Chief Administrative Officer, Tim Feinstein, does a terrific job working with all of our departments, making certain that our mission, our goals and objectives are carried through in a very, very safe and efficient manner. And so the county, when you look at it in terms of the awards that we've received for our planning, deliberations, public input, the creativity, all of those things I think reflect very well on the county's management.
Let's talk a little bit about economic development. Recently you were there for the groundbreaking ceremony. We know how much you love groundbreaking and then ribbon cuttings for the Wheaton.
No, I like.
You like the other best.
No. I like groundbreaking. I love ribbon cutting because that means that the projects, the ideas, all the things that we planned for at some point in time have come to fruition.
So it's Wheaton time. Development, an investment of over what, $170 million right there in the triangle. used to be by now a county parking lot facility. And this will become the house for several government agencies, bringing obviously a more vibrant economy to that part of town. But it's sort of the beginning, but not the end, right?
That's right. I made some very strong promises to the community of Wheaton some years ago that we would respond to revitalize Wheaton. Those promises came at the height of the recession, and so it took us a little bit longer to move as I would wanted us to do much earlier. But the citizens have participated in the planning process. We decided to bring a large number of jobs to Wheaton. We're going to relocate the Park and Planning Commission headquarters. A number of county agencies are going to be relocated there. And given the mix of housing that has developed thus far, the vibrancy of the restaurants and the number of people that are there, this could be a real shot in the arm to making certain that Wheaton receive the kind of push that we've seen in Silver Spring, Bethesda, and Rockville, and other places throughout the county. It's a wonderful community, and unfortunately it has been neglected so long, but when you look at it, it has a very good transportation hub right there. We said between not one but two good locations in terms of the Red Line. Glenmont right up the street, as well as the Wheaton Red Line station right there, and we are building adjacent to that Red Line. In addition to those things that we are actually doing in the heart of Wheaton, we will also build just up the street from there a new recreation center and a new library that will enhance Wheaton overall. So given the development that has occurred, this new government center, the new triangle of Wheaton that will hopefully will push us forward as well, and what we're building right up the street, I think is exciting for the community of Wheaton.
This complex obviously is going to bring hundreds of government employees to that area by 2020 when construction it's scheduled to be finalized. In the meantime, the county, how is the county moving forward assisting the business community that is in the triangle that they are going to sort of bear construction during the next 3 years?
Well, we learned some experiences many years ago from Silver Spring. When we had the revitalization of Silver Spring, there are a large number of businesses that were either displaced or interrupted as a result of the construction and revitalization of Silver Spring. So we put in place a very good plan, I think, that will help us to mitigate the level of disruption, provide some financial incentives for those that may be adversely impacted, and try to plan with those communities and with those businesses around so that we will keep the disruption to the least degree possible so that the people can continue to go about their businesses and continue to strive in Wheaton without displacing them and without causing them undue hardship.
Mr. Leggett, we're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
101 returns after this.
Here's your chance to save money and help the environment. Bring your reusable bag when you shop and you'll save 5 cents for every store bag you don't need. Retailers in Montgomery County charge 5 cents for the plastic or paper bags they provide. Why? Because plastic bags are the biggest single source of stream and waterway litter, causing pollution and flooding. And every year, Montgomery County spends $3 million on cleanup. So do yourself and the environment a favor. Bring your reusable bag when you shop, you'll fight litter and keep the change.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs.
And you learned how to not ignore yours.
I discovered how to make healthier meals.
And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
Hello and welcome back to One-on-One with Montgomery County Executive Isiah Leggett. So we're talking about the groundbreaking. Now the ribbon cutting, it also happened recently within the last month here in the county. The MCPS and the National Capital Parks Planning Commission facility, the Depot Up County in Gaithersburg. Beautiful building.
Beautiful.
2 floors, 2 different entities, one on one floor, one on the other floor. What are some of the services that are going to be provided out of that facility?
Well, it's a facility that provides for a large part of the maintenance efforts throughout the entire county public schools operation, as well as parking planning. But it's also part of a major campus that we have, a part of the Shaded Grove initiative, the restructuring that we put in place some years ago. This is part of a major plan, smart growth initiative that brings development into Shaded Grove, relocates and repositions some county and other agencies' properties that will provide us with the kind of facilities that we need. Part of the Public Safety Training Academy is located there as well. And so when you go there, you see a huge campus of relocated properties. But not only are they relocated properties, they are relocated in areas whereby the county was not receiving the kind of benefit for its properties and properties we had in place. For example, we had maintenance and warehouse depots all around what is now the Shaded Grove metro station. That was a terrible use of county properties. And so we relocated all of those facilities, and now we brought in housing, economic development, and growth in and around Metro. Now we will have properties that will produce tax revenue for the county. We get new properties for the county in different locations, and so it's a win-win all around for us. And it was a very difficult, complicated process, but I now can see the end of this process. When I started this many years ago, people said it was too complex, we could not do it, it was ambitious, just leave it alone and not try to do this. Now everyone is saying, oh boy, this is a wonderful idea, we see progress, but at the time, very few people agreed with me about the need to do this and or whether or not we can in fact accomplish it. But I think we're almost at the goal line at this point.
And maintenance for school buses is going
School
to happen
buses, yeah.
out of that facility as well. So talking about transportation, the county reached a settlement regarding the Silver Spring Transit Center, $25 million. We're getting back?
Yes.
From that?
Yeah, people have to understand the whole process here. First of all, Silver Spring was somewhat neglected in terms of its redevelopment, and we thought for many years that we needed to enhance the metro center right around the Silver Spring metro. Silver Spring had not at that point in time received the kind of development as you've seen in Bethesda and other places around the county. And so what we did at that point in time was to lay out a very ambitious plan, going back probably now 15 years or so. And the idea was to have a transit center there. Well, because of the recession, because of the challenges involved and the cost, it was pushed back. It's something that the county does not normally build. We are not in the process of building transit center. It's a very complicated process to make sure you have the weight of the buses and all the things that occurs there. People prior to that time were walking around in the snow and the rain, and it was just not a very conducive center for our residents. So we proceeded to build this, and unfortunately in building it, there were some complications associated with it. One, many years ago, we didn't realize that there was a contaminated site there. So not like other sites, you could pick it up and say we're going to move this somewhere else. You had to build it right there. So we had to clean up the site, and we ran into some construction challenges. Ultimately, in order to resolve this, I was faced with a number of decisions. I decided that we were going to proceed with other contractors to finish the job, and that we would bring a lawsuit against those we thought were responsible for the delays and for the costs associated with that. Well, we had a case that we had a tremendous amount of challenge with in terms of the cost, the damages, and ultimately, as we got very deep into the case, we realized that there was an offer on the table that would accomplish about 90% of what we had in actual costs, that we were not likely to get accelerated damages that we talked about before, and that we wanted to make sure that we would have an ongoing relationship that would not end up in continuous lawsuits, and so I decided to go ahead and settle the case. And many people now, I think that was the best decision that we've made, because we would have spent a great deal of money pursuing that case. I am convinced that this was the best decision for the county under the circumstances. We had some developers who have worked with the county for many years. especially people like Folger Pratt and others, who I think have done good jobs in a number of cases. And I wanted to say clearly that it was not our intent to be engaged in a lawsuit with them. They've worked fairly well with the county for many years, and so for us to settle this, I think, is the best decision, not only for them, but for ourselves and for the citizens and the residents of Montgomery County.
And part of that settlement, when is the county receiving the funds already, or is it a lump sum?
I think it was 30 days from the date of the settlement, so we have a couple of weeks before we get the cash in hand.
And what are you going to do with that cash?
That's a good question.
That's a good question,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right, let's talk about some more cash, the purple line, the decision.
Oh, that is a lot of cash. Purple
That
line,
is a lot.
believe me.
What is it, like 900 mil or something?
Don't even mention the number.
So the district judge, Richard Leon, he handed out his official decision. So it's go back, study a little bit more the impact of ridership and so forth on the future of the Purple Line. Where are we today when it comes to this decision, and are we fighting back?
Well, we're doing two things. We're appealing the decision as well as trying to ensure that we comply with what he stated simultaneously. But I would have to say this was one of the most unusual cases. I've been a law professor, an assistant associate dean of a law school for many years. And to have this decision take so long on something that, in my opinion, could have been issued probably fairly quickly from the original filing once the parties had filed all of the necessary documents before, to me is puzzling. I do not, as of this day, see why it has taken so long for this decision. Keep in mind, the delay of this decision really impacted the flow potentially of federal monies. It has impacted the cost. I think the judge knew that at the point in time. And so to delay this, to drag this out of such a period of time, even if we are successful in appeal, it will cost the county and state additional resources to resolve, to get us back on point.
All right, but are we getting a Purple Line?
I think that we will. I just think that it probably end up costing us more, and it will be delayed. And that's the sad thing about it, that the status quo does not substantially change. The issues that the judge cited to me, I think, were pretty unreasonable in terms of why you would have a delay in the first place. But that's his decision, and so we have to move on from that.
Talking about delays real quick, Metro, another safe track surge, a couple of stations closed, Shady Grove in Rockville on the Red Line. What's been the impact for the county when it comes to that?
Well, it has been an impact because the Red Line is really the spine for a great deal of Montgomery County. If you note that most of our development, our growth, has been along the Red Line, and so there's been some level of disruption. But I would have to say that given the decision made by the general manager, it was the right decision for us to go back, to simply close the line, to delay, and to make certain that we fix this and fix it right, rather than to put the safety out there, our residents. And so I think in the long term, this was the right decision for us all.
Okay, Mr. Leggett, we got to take another short break. We'll be right back. Stay
All
tuned.
right.
We'll be right back with Montgomery County Executive Isiah Leggett.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Are you sure they can recycle us, Clamshell?
Hey, Dome, we're on a new recycling postcard.
I can't wait to make a new start. Maybe I'll be a red carpet at a big premiere.
And I'll get to paint the White House.
Shh, here he comes. Now you can recycle more plastics in Montgomery County, including #1 PET plastics such as clamshells, deli containers, trays, lids, domes, and cups. We're in! For more information on recycling, contact the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311. The wait is over. Recycle more plastics today.
Okay, welcome back to 101 with Montgomery County Executive Isiah Leggett. We're talking, Mr. Leggett, about transportation. Let's move on to the new Citizenship Initiative that you announced this summer with the goal of maybe getting naturalized roughly 60,000 residents in Montgomery County that are eligible. Yeah. This is part, of course, of this joint partnership with 2 national organizations and several local nonprofits.
Keep in mind there's 60,000 people who are eligible for naturalization of citizenship to the United States. That's a goal and objective that many people really have looked for, hoped for, and dreamed about for years. But unfortunately, they find that sometimes it's a little bit more complex. They do not understand all the necessary paperwork that is involved. And rather than to go through the process, they simply back away from it. And what we are simply trying to do is to make that process easier, to make it much more accessible and convenient for people to in fact participate, whether it's providing additional support for English language training, giving them the necessary resources that they need in order to complete that process. We're doing all of that because I think when you look at this country, this is a great country in which to live, raise a family, and to be a part of, and many people really want that right, that opportunity. And so given the fact that many of them are in fact eligible, close to 60,000, it is only right, in my opinion, to publicize and to work with these national organizations to ensure that the people take advantage of the opportunity to move forward for naturalized citizenship. That's the objective that I think many of the immigrant community would want, and we are simply trying to help facilitate that.
Facilitating is pretty much putting information into the hands of eligible residents.
That's right. The underlined word, eligible residents who otherwise should follow the process, and I think many of them will. They just need a little bit of help and support and assistance in order to do so.
Let's talk about elder abuse awareness, which happens every year, and the county is very proactive. This year, the event took place jointly with the city of Rockville. About 190,000 people in Montgomery County that are over the age of 60 years old. Do we have a problem, a growing problem in the county when it comes to elder abuse?
Unfortunately, we do. And unfortunately, it comes oftentimes from people that they trust, family members and others, who not only engage in physical abuse, but abuse in terms of their properties, psychological abuse, and neglect and care for elders who otherwise are dependent upon many within our community to assist them. Montgomery County has a population that continues to increase in age, and we need to make certain that all of our seniors are treated with dignity and respect. And we cannot accept and tolerate the abuse that many of our residents are in fact engaged in. This effort is being spearheaded by the county attorney's office, John McCarthy, who's done a terrific job of identifying the problem, making sure that people are aware that the challenges exist, and finding the tools to assist them from all kinds of things that they are abused, from scams to people who have taken advantage of them in terms of the physical abuse and neglect. And his office has spearheaded an effort to, in effect, make certain that we resolve these challenges.
Let's touch briefly on the graduation of Senior Planet. This is the program through Ultra Montgomery, where seniors can go to libraries and learn about technology. You were there for that graduation. You were a happy camper there among your peers.
Well, keep in mind that when you say Senior Planet, there are large numbers of our seniors who do not have access or understand how to use the technology that's out there today. Many of them came up at a time when the technology that we now take for granted was not part of the ongoing educational system. Many of them did not have the technology as part of their ongoing job and employment status years ago. And as a result of that, there is a disconnect for many seniors. A, they can't afford it, and B, they do not have availability and understand it well enough to participate. And I recall some years ago when one senior told me, said that their grandkid will not write letters, they do not call on the telephone, they're texting or emailing them, and they can't really communicate with them very well. And so what we've attempted to do as part of our Ultra Montgomery and part of our initiatives to make sure that people are well informed, understand the technology, is to conduct classes that assist seniors about the use of the technology. And you should see the excitement that the seniors have as a result of that newfound level of freedom that they now know that they have connectivity to so much in the world, not only just in terms of the family members, but making certain that they make arrangements for doctor visits and appointments and various things that they now can utilize online. And so that to me is an exciting part of what government is doing to assist with the resources that we have with relatively little or any cost to us to make certain that seniors have the ability to be connected.
And some classes are being offered this summer for seniors, so it is continuing education when it comes to technology. Let's touch on the environment. Regarding the Paris Climate Agreement, you issued a statement saying we are still in.
Yeah. Well, we differ with the federal government. We differ with the position taken by the president. I've heard a great deal from many people who have indicated that, well, why is it that the county is still in and the United States government is out? Well, first of all, we all have a part to play in this, and we all play a significant role. And if you look at Montgomery County, we have been one of the leaders in the environment enhancement efforts for many, many years, and we believe that the climate is a real challenge for us in terms of improving it, and that the Paris Accords simply provided one very strong effort by the entire world to continue the efforts that laid out by the previous administration to make certain that we respond to the challenges we see in terms of reducing the challenges of global warming. We can't do that unless we are participating, and hopefully I believe that at some time in the future the federal government would get back into this to be a leader and not a follower in this effort, because many other countries are taking this by the horn and really leading in this, and the United States should be at the top of that. So at the local level, at some state levels, municipal levels, many mayors, county executives, and governors are saying we continue to adhere to the environmental positions that we've taken some years ago that are contained within the climate agreement, Paris Accord, and Montgomery County has indicated that we're still in, whether the federal government is or not.
We have about a minute left, Mr. Leggett, but before we go, we'd like to talk about the Chesapeake Awareness, Bay Awareness Week. Every year it happens here in Montgomery County. A proclamation is presented just to make sure that we preserve the roughly, 1,500 miles of streams that go to the rivers and then to the bay. What can we do at home to continue to protect the bay?
Well, first of all, keep in mind that whatever is on your lawn, on your cars, in your businesses, if it's not picked up, if it's not clean, if it's not taken care of in some fashion, when it rains, it ultimately ends up in the bay. And sometimes you can't see that. There's a demonstration that I hope that people will see at some point in time. It's a display where someone takes a little grains of rice and paper and they pour water across a surface that reflects a local community. And you see how all of that eventually ends up virtually in one stream. That's the Chesapeake Bay. And so unless we're careful to clean, to monitor, to do the little simple things of picking up the trash, making certain that we do not dispose things into our potential waste stream. And it may not go directly when you first see it, but if it's on the lawn, it's on the street, eventually it will get into the bay.
Okay, well, Mr. Leggett, we've run out of time, unfortunately. We had so many more questions to ask you, but we're done for today until next month. Any special plans for summer?
It'll be a busy summer.
It'll be busy. All right, then. For you at home, if any further information is needed, to visit montgomerycountymd.gov. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going.
Recycle more now.